this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are doing our regular MLB betting show with Troy West from allplayswin.com, who's had an awesome record at his site in baseball this year, he tells me. And right now we're going to take a look at the series that start this upcoming Monday. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Peter. I appreciate it. Coming off a really nice day yesterday. Looking forward to continuing the momentum into the week and the end of July. And really believe this is where the contenders show up, Pete, and the pretenders go away. So I think there's some value here in baseball down the stretch.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I love the second half in baseball, but you've told me that you killed it in the first half as well. Is that right?
We did. No, absolutely. Like I said, we had an outstanding May, an outstanding June, and so far it's been a very profitable July. Hoping we can close the door strong. But, you know, if we can continue, you know and I know, winning months in this business are hard to come by, and we've been consistent. I can encourage people to come take a look at allplayswin.com. We've been outstanding so far and hope to finish up this baseball season strong.
These upcoming, the series that start next Monday, a little bit tougher for me. I liked a lot of series this upcoming weekend, but the next week series, the midweek series, a little bit tougher, and I wound up picking three series all on totals. We'll see what you have to say about it. The first one, Atlanta at the Dodgers. Now, we know that Atlanta has been a big undertrender this year in general, not as nearly as big as San Diego, but aside from San Diego, they've been one of the best underbets in all of baseball, 58.5% unders on the year. And the Dodgers are interesting. They're, they play in a supposedly pitcher-friendly park, but they've been a big undertrender on the road and a big overtrender at home. They're actually 62% unders on the road and 61% overs at home, and that's because they do have very low totals in their home games. But in June and July, they've been just 50-50 on their totals at home. It's evened out. I'm thinking here because of Atlanta, there's going to be pressures to the under, so I'm thinking unders in Atlanta at Dodgers, despite the Dodgers' strong home overtrend this year. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. You know, you look at this Dodger lineup, and every time you think that this team has so much power that they're going to be putting up 5, 6, 7 runs a game, they just don't. And we know how good this pitching staff is top to bottom. I would go with the under. This Atlanta Brave team is also similar to the Dodger team, where you look at the guys in the lineup, the Upton brothers, you know, Freddie Freeman and whatnot. You think this team's going to put up a ton of runs, and they just don't. So, you know, on paper, you look at it, it scares you a little bit, but I would lean on the unders as well. Two lineups that are overvalued and a pitching staff that are really good. I'll go unders as well in that series, Pete.
And then I've got two series here that are kind of on paper, looking like very strong picks. That could be a red flag, but we'll see what you think about them. The first one's St. Louis at San Diego. You know, and San Diego is on an epic under trend this year. They're currently 30 and 64 over under on the year, which is 68% unders, which is just amazing. So calling for San Diego unders is not exactly a contrarian view or a genius thing to predict. But St. Louis has also been an under trender on the year and much bigger on the road. They're 18 and 28 over under on the road, 61% unders on the road. We know that the totals will be low in this series, but I'm thinking, with St. Louis's pitching and, hopefully San Diego's pitching will be good enough to hold down St. Louis's not super fearsome lineup. I'm thinking maybe the unders continue to have value. What do you think, Troy West?
Yeah, no, let's go with the unders. This is a series that I had circled as well, the San Diego Padre team. Some of these names, I'm not even going to begin to announce his name, but the rookie the other night had a perfect game through 7 innings. This is a pitching staff, and we know how good Tyson Ross has pitched this year. It's just a good staff. Tyson Ross goes in this series against Lance Lynn. That looks like an under game, Pete. I just, have this one circled, like you said, the Cardinals pitching staff you think would be able to hold this team in check, and so many overachievers from the San Diego pitching staff, they just can't hit, and that's what's doomed them all year. So I think under has got to be a safe bet in this series.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. All right, then another series, similar series in the other direction, Washington at Miami. We know that Miami has been the biggest overtrender in all of baseball this year. They're 56 and 36 over under on the year, and that's 61% overs, and that's been split evenly home and on the road. And Washington, their lineup has been getting healthier and more productive recently, and they've also been a modest overtrender on the year, 54% overs on the year and 57% overs in July. And, we know Washington has some big names in their starting rotation, so, the totals shouldn't be too high here. Maybe it makes me a little bit nervous considering that there are going to be some good starting pitching, there is going to be some good starting pitching involved here, but can't ignore Miami's overtrend. The totals are going to be low in this series. I'm thinking we take overs here. What do you think?
Yeah, I won't go official on record for this one just because I know this Washington staff has been extremely consistent throughout the year. You know, you get the guys like the Steven Strasburgs. He'll be going in this series. You get the guys like Tanner Rourke. These guys have potential to throw shutout baseball, and that's what scares me away. I'm not saying they will, and I'm not saying the series won't necessarily go over, but just looking at it from afar and looking at the pitching matchups scares me just a little bit. I'll go with the pass, but I think it's going to be a great series. The Nationals, the team we talked about in an earlier video, I think it's a team that's going to go on a tear here down the stretch, and they will compete to win this division. So I'll officially pass just because the guys like the Steven Strasburgs, the Tanner Rourke, the Doug Fisters, this is a pretty deep pitching staff. Any one of these guys can come out and throw 8 innings of shutout balls. So I'll take a pass on that series.
You know what, Troy West? This is why we have you on these calls. You just convinced me. I'm off the overs in this one. It's a lean, but officially I'm going to be off the overs too. I think you're right. The starting pitching could start to be lights out in this series. Maybe we'll take Miami overs and Washington overs in future series. All right, I'm just going to go on Atlanta Dodgers unders and St. Louis San Diego unders for the upcoming midweek series. Thanks so much, Troy West from allplayswin.com, and we'll talk to you again very soon.